Far Cry 3. Is it worth a buy? Well, it's a console port. Don't run! Stop. I'm getting it all out of the way now. It's a console port, guys. It was brought out on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 and the PC. And there's a few of the keys you can't bind, probably because it's a bit of a console port and all that. But stop. Please stop. You must watch this video. I'll try and get it under 5 minutes. You've got to watch this, because this is pretty much the best ever console port ever made. It's not a true console port in the sense that it wasn't out on the console first. It was released on all platforms at the same time. However, it was developed jointly on the console and the PC. You can see that when you actually try to change some of the options on it. Some of the keys won't bind, for example. But you know what? That was a bit of an annoyance, and the FOV was a bit dodgy as well. But you can get by. And believe me, you know what I'm like. If it was a shit console port, then I would tell you. You play the role of Jason Brody. He's a tourist who, him and his friends are captured by this guy called Vass, and he's sort of a native on the island. They're all part of a cartel, and it's brutal, absolutely brutal. You manage to escape, some of your friends don't. There's a lot of people killed, and you have to survive, and you have to craft things. You kill animals. There's animals all over the place. You skin them, and you make things like ammo pouches and weapon belts and things like that. And there is a load of weapons in this game. There are knives, there are machine guns, light machine guns, heavy machine guns, there are flamethrowers, there's sniper rifles, there's all kinds of stuff. There's bow and arrows, you can be Rambo, there's explosive tipped arrows, there are mines, there's satchel charges. There is a huge array of weapons to be had in this game. And the thing that makes this game so good is that it is a genuine open world game. There are quests to do which follow the story, but you can do them whenever you want. There is loads of side quests. You don't even have to do any of them if you don't want to. You can just live in this living, breathing world where you will get totally immersed. You will get immersed because this is a console port done properly. This is why I get angry at stuff like Assassin's Creed, because when I see how good this is, why should I settle for bullshit? I can see how good games can be on both the console and the PC. Skyrim's another example. It's good on the console, it's good on the PC. So why shouldn't everything be like that? I will not compromise with bad games. And this game is a brilliant example of why you can have the same game on the PC and on the console, and it can be good across all platforms. A lot of work's gone into it, and they made sure they did it right. And this is what all of these programmers should look at. They should all look at the likes of Far Cry 3 and think, well, hang on a minute, if they can do it, we can do it. This is how you do a console port. See, I've got nothing against console port if they're done like this. And this whole world is just so massive. It is just, there's no bullshit about you can't go over there, you can't go over here. You can go where the hell you want. You might get killed, but you can go where the hell you want. You've got to watch out for wild animals, you've got to watch out for natives. The whole place is just living and breathing. There are people just walking around doing their own shit. And if they're friendly, they'll be high. If they're not so friendly, then you're going to get a bullet in your ass. You can hold up people just on the street, just stand in the middle of the road when a family come past, point your gun at them and they start shitting themselves. And you can have fun with this and start doing naughty things like blowing up their vehicle or flamethrowing them, but warning, the game does not allow you to kill too many civilians, which is a bit of a shame because I went totally postal at the end of the game and I wanted to go around murdering everybody, and I kept getting killed for doing it, which is sad because they should just let you do what you want, but I guess that's another thing that happens now with censorship. Also on this island you've got different ways of getting around. You have jeeps, you have cars, you have boats of all shapes and sizes, and you also have hang gliders. And where there's a big problem is you can teleport. This is something I never use. It's called fast travel. You can double click on an area you've already unlocked and you can travel there instantly. Why make a great big world like this and then put that in. I didn't use it, I never did, and I never do. If I want to get from one side of the island to the other, then I'm afraid I'm going to have to sit in my Jeep and I'm going to have a 20-minute drive. And because that 20-minute drive keeps me immersed in the game, because things happen on that 20-minute drive. I might crash and end up in the water, I might get shot at, all kinds of stuff might happen. And that's why I play games like this, because they are living, breathing world. You don't know what's around the next corner. Why teleport from one side of the island to the other? Why spoil the immersion of such a great game? I don't understand why they put that in. It's bullshit when you've gone to so much trouble of making such an amazing game. Why put in a teleport ability so you're going to miss half of the island? I don't understand that. Crazy decision. But anyway, you don't have to use that, and I honestly would recommend you don't ever use it, because you just don't need it. This world is beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. You don't want to miss it. You just want to get out there and live it, and live Jason Brody's life. It's absolutely phenomenal. I must put a word of warning. There are some boobies in this. There's some boobies. So if you wanting to play this in front of young children, be aware that there are booby wooby woobies, wibbly wobbly woobly. They're not very wobbly. Shut up. But it's well worth a buy, guys. I can't show you the cutscenes, as I said, because of the new YouTube policies. But you don't need to see it. Trust me, the character acting in this is the best. It's the best I've ever seen in a game. I can't think of a single game that has better characters than this game. If you don't own this game, buy it. It doesn't matter how much it is. Is this worth £40? Yes. Yeah, it is. It just is. It just is. I've done a full playthrough of this. I've played it through twice. Once on the normal level and once on the hardest level. And I absolutely loved it. I've done a full playthrough on my other corner, my other channel, Max Corner, which I'll link at the end if you want to watch it all the way through. But I would recommend you don't. Just go and buy it and play it through yourself, because it is a freaking awesome, awesome game, and definitely worth a buy.